This is Ryan Seabreeze, and we are here with some authentic Athenians. Something is serious going down in Athens, or isn't going down if you know what I mean. I don't want to give it away, but there may be a shortage of babies 9 months from now. Now, ladies, Keeline?
Cleoniki.
I'm sorry. Who or what began this anti-sex revolution?
That would be our best friend, Lysistrata. Yes, she's quite the character. She's usually the one in our group who's coming up with all these crazy ideas. Yeah.
She can be pretty terrifying too.
Yes, very.
Yeah, very domineering personality.
Oh, yes.
Yes, abusive.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes
really?
she'll grab our wrists.
Wow.
But we love her.
Yeah.
That seems contrary to what I would believe. So, like, how did Lysistrata convince you to join this on this matter?
Well, she promised us our husbands back, and I really miss my husband Canisius, so I was in.
I mean, my husband's okay, but mostly for me, it was the challenge of not having relations for a while. That was a challenge for me, so I wanted to take that on.
That must be a very hard challenge, and
Yes,
Oh, yes.
I
very hard.
admire you for taking on the challenge. Like, what aside from those relations was the hardest thing for you to deal with in this matter?
For me personally, it was all of the women in the Acropolis, because we all were put in the Acropolis without our men together, and there was a lot of bloodshed and fighting and drama. It was difficult to be around that many women.
This has gotten out of hand.
Oh, yes.
Wow. This city is a ruin.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for me, I would have to say it would be hurting my husband Canisius, because I have to deny him of what he wants, and it's hard.
I understand. That's a very tough, thing to do, and I admire you for your courage. What made you just start hating the men in this endeavor?
Oh, well, we don't hate the men. I personally don't hate men at all. But for me, I love men. They're great. I love multiple men at the same time. So I definitely don't hate the men, no.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't hate them, but I'm learning that they don't necessarily need our love. They just need us.
Yes, I understand they love you more at certain times of the day than others. I can get that. So do you think that this technique that you've chosen would work on other worldly issues, or is this a one-time thing? Is this a one-night stand?
I would hope that we wouldn't have to use this again in the future. I hope this was a one-time thing.
Yeah, it must be tough on you. So for you, do you think that this is going to end soon? Because obviously they don't want this to go on much longer. They don't want this to escalate or ever happen again.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it'll end soon, because if there's one thing I know, being incredibly intelligent as I am, it's that no woman has ever resisted me this long, ever. Especially my wife, anyway.
Yeah, that's understanding. Do you think that this affects your children in any way? Or do you think that this is more of an adult matter?
Our children have been greatly affected. Due to my wife's absence, my child, my beautiful daughter, her name escapes me at the moment. She hasn't been fed.
Oh.
She hasn't been washed for a week.
Okay.
Malnourishment, the house, everything we own. It's gone to hell.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Don't you think that you could wash her or feed her, or do you just have the inability to be?
Don't
do
be
that?
It's a good question.
ridiculous. I have a war to fight.
Ugh. Who needs a war?
No one, but it's fun.
Of course.
So how do you deal with this matter? Like, is there any way to console your pain?
Prisoners of war.
Prisoners of war?
Yes, but at this point I can't take it much longer, so I've returned home for my wife to plead to her.
It's okay. He needs some time to think. I hear that blood can only rush to one head at once. So,
That's true.
at certain times. But how have you learned to deal with this issue?
It's hard, but Lysistrata reassures us. She had a prophecy. She reassures us with everything.
Prophecy. Mm-hmm. And where did she get this prophecy? Was it from a stone?
Athena?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Athena.
So have you turned to alcohol to
Oh,
finish
yeah.
your team?
I mean, I was already turning to alcohol before this, but I definitely alcohol, and there's still other men around town that I get with every once in a while. It doesn't hurt to try new things, new people.
Yeah. Are these men nearly as satisfying as the
No.
soldiers? No, they're
No.
not as big and strong.
No, but it gets the job done.
Gets the job done. That's all that matters. So how long do you plan to keep this up, or is this? Can you last longer than the women? Can you last this war? Will this war go on until you win, or?
I mean, I've never lost a war in all my years, but this is a war that I think calls for a surrender. So I've returned home to surrender to my wife.
You're surrendering to your wife. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of hot.
That's that is pretty hot.
Yeah.
I must say, I'm a little jealous. We appreciate all of you coming out today. And Canisius, where can we get tickets to this grand event?
Well, it all goes down April 9th at Cape Cod Community College starting at 7 p.m. I hope you'll come, and I hope we will too.
Well, thank you for sharing this information on this event. And just remember, you have the right to know.